Yes, my friends, another villainous story. I just can't stay away. I see a picture and I have to find out the title, then I look it up, then I'm already reading it. I just can't say no to the genre. This one, I was doing a Google search on something else. I think I was just searching the word manhwa and this image showed up, and that's how I found this. Anyway, this manhwa is called The Villainess is Done Trying, and I'm so glad I found this one. This series is still ongoing with over 35 chapters and a completed light novel that appears to have 137 chapters, titled The Villainess is Tired of Everything. I do not want to risk any website, so I will not give out any names, but if you want to read this, just do what I do and just Google the name. That is all I do. I just keep clicking links till I find what works for me. So for a villainous story, I genuinely like this one. I wouldn't say it's the best villainous story out there, but I do like the direction the story took. This is a transmigrated into a novel villainous story where the main character tries to change her image and how others see her, but it doesn't work. Just like the title of the story says, she stops trying, and I love that. If you read a lot of villainous stories, I don't know about you, but there have been many that I read where I just wanted the main character to stop trying and just do their own thing. Stop trying to help, stop trying to be included, just go home or move somewhere else. Of course, the story doesn't allow for that, but in this one, she just says, fine, I'll do nothing, I'll stay home and I'll just chill. And that is what she does. This one did remind me of The Villainous Maker a little. In that one, the main character just wants to live a lazy life, but can't because the story makes her progress. She, like the main character of this story, was not liked by the original characters as well. It's been a while since I read that one, and since it's complete, I really do need to finish it. Now, this is not a story where the main character is only spending the chapters comfortably lying about. As of chapter 18, I believe it was, the story actually starts progressing that involves the love interest and the original male leads. It's not really about her lazing about anymore, which did make me sad, but more about her being allowed to do things without being concerned of how others will see her. I'll get into some story spoilers here. This is just the beginning, setting everything up, so it's very minimal, but we learn that the main character is in the body of a villainous character in a novel that she read, and she is trying to change the events that happen. She tries to help the female lead, but people still see her as responsible for everything that happens. Anything she did, they twisted as this has to be her bullying in some way. Everyone just hated her. It's really getting to her as nothing she does changes how anyone sees her. So while meeting the prince and being scolded by him, she finally gives up and says she'll just stay at home and do nothing. Of course, she's still getting grief for being at home doing nothing, but she stopped caring, which good for her. I did like that this wasn't a story where she changed and suddenly everyone forgave her. Don't get me wrong, I still love those stories, but it was nice to not have that here too. Minimal spoilers here, but the original female lead in this one made me think of the original female lead in Miss Not So Sidekick, which is such a good manhwa. I love that one. It's not a villainous manhwa, but still a fantasy transmigration reincarnation story. She's not bad, she's not a bad person, but she's so naive. Everyone always liked her, so she doesn't know how to handle someone not liking her, nor does she involve herself in conflict. A lot of commons did not like her, and I can't blame them because she wants to be friends with the main character, but instead of defending her or even giving any sort of explanation, she just remains quiet and lets the main character be yelled at and hated. When the main character even makes the decision that she no longer wants to be friends with and she doesn't want to see the female lead anymore, the female lead keeps trying to be friends with her because she doesn't know how to handle somebody not liking her. Now, this is bigger spoilers for the story, so skip now if you don't want spoilers. This world has wizards in it, and the main character gives a request to a wizard for something that'll make her self-lockdown more enjoyable. What she asks for is a video recorder. I have not seen this before, but it was so much fun. It was different. She has a magical camera that records and projects the recording, so she's recording plays that she basically commissions so she can watch them alone in her room. It does get a little awkward and uncomfortable with one of the actors, but that is resolved pretty quickly. Ratings are pretty good, about average with most villainous manhwa, but reviews were mostly lower, not giving a completely negative, but not positive either. I thought it was just fine. I enjoyed reading it. I think if you want to read a manhwa with the usual villainous tropes, but with an added plot that's not usually seen, this would be a good read for you.